me make my fingers do little kisses to each other. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Finger kisses. It's not something that will ever be big. Probably for the best. Whatever, let's reveal the game and who is choosing the game. Come on in, Xandra. You're hosting us and now you're choosing games? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hello there. Oh my gosh, I forgot to switch this over to the other thing. I can still hear you personally. It's just they weren't able to. Okay, I think they'll be able to hear you now.
Are we good?
Almost. Well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe now.
Maybe now?
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Yay! Good morning, Mega Man Brosencha. How are you doing?
Oh, doing great. That was like 3 times as loud as it normally is when you said it because I accidentally had it set up wrong.
No!
Nobody
Good
else
morning.
could hear you,
I
but
hear
I
you.
really could hear you.
I'm so sorry. Hi!
Hey, yeah, good to see ya. Oh my gosh,
Good to
Xandra,
see you too.
I think everybody has an expectation from you when you show up here for Ku5ogrande.
Yes, it is, yeah, I am the, I can't make metaphors right now.
You're the Xandra.
The-
The Xandra
Yeah, exactly.
of video games. I mean, there's pretty much
Yeah.
2 ways that you go.
I mean-
One is Mega Man, 2 is sort of transformation games. And
Yes.
I really haven't seen anything else from you.
Yeah, no, that's true. I have something else. We just haven't gotten to it because my first choice always gets picked, and my first choice tonight is something. So last time I said that was it. I have reached the end of Rude Mega Man ROM hack.
Okay.
So now we close the door on Rude Mega Man ROM hacks, and we open the door on Rude Mega Man fan games.
Oh, no.
Are you ready for Mega Man 42?
Sure. Ombudsman.
Awesome.
I think that is my favorite character name, my favorite robot master name from any video game I've ever seen. Although the Brain Man is pretty good. Art Man?
Yeah,
What
great.
is it? Yeah.
Yeah, this Brain Man just has complete contempt for the number I placed in the corner of his window.
He's like, stupid number 3. I hate you, 3. Phase and
Yeah.
Masher, thank you so much. Professor Ness as well for the subs there. And yeah, we get Ombudsman.
Yeah, Ombudsman. Ombudsman fights for you, and for that reason, we will not be fighting him. I usually give out a boss order because that's a
Nice.
bunch of fellow veteran game masters suggested that the first time around, and yeah, no, it makes it way easier to keep track of. But for this one, for various reasons, we'll be skipping 3 of the bosses and just starting with Zombie Man. So hey, already almost half the first bunch of levels done.
Oh my gosh, it's like I don't even have to work anymore. You did all the work for me, Xandra.
Yeah, it's I for various reasons, either be for just cultural insensitivity, or the fact that the levels are just boring or very low on jank, or the fact that the password you get from when you beat just 2 bosses doesn't work, so I had to beat a 3rd one for it to actually function. This is what we get.
Wait, are you serious? You had to beat a 3rd one because the password didn't work?
Yeah, I initially just wanted okay, well, of course we will not be fighting Madman. Artman is just it's just very road, very straightforward. There's nothing is gained from showing that. I was ready to start focusing on Ombudsman, but nope, the password would not work. And honestly, the stage is kind of it's okay. It's really not a Ku5 stage for me. It's just, it's your boilerplate Mega Man Rude stage. So let's just start here. Let's just start the show with the showstopper with Zombie Man. It also means that So normally I give ROMs, I give ROM hacks. That means they are based on a Mega Man game. That means I can give them infinite lives with a Game Genie code. I can't do this. This is a Windows application.
I know.
I cannot. Yeah, they have 3 lives. That's it. So at least I figured, well, I started like a little bit further into the game. They have more weapons. That's going to help their longevity. It also means that they usually will have the weakness to whoever they're fighting. They just have to figure it out. But they don't have infinite lives. So they have to be really careful with how they're like moving around. So like, you know, it's like it's like risk versus reward. It's like they get a little bit of a better chance this time around rather than with ROM hack, but also there's more challenge. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
Okay, that is pretty exciting. Yeah, I honestly haven't seen too many Mega Man fan games, so this is going to be an absolute treat for me.
I'm glad there's so many. There's so many. Let me actually, you know what? I'm just gonna what if I just hooked you up with the readme.txt file? Don't have a manual, but I do have this. Here you go. In case, because I know you do like manuals, and I appreciate.
Yes, I love them.
Perfect. Here you go. I'll also give you a link to this game is on IndieDB, I believe.
Okay. Okay. I'm working on getting everything captured, by the way, and for those who are just tuning in, I actually have the multi-twitch if you want it.
Oh, well, please, that would save me so much time.
I have something that automatically generates it.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
See, I've put work into this, Xandra.
Nice.
It's called Excel.
Oh, Excel is so good. I used to be like the most knowledgeable person at Excel for like a couple of my earlier jobs, and there's just so much you can do. It's incredible. You can just I built entire sales flyers out of Excel. You just put a bunch of numbers and it generates the whole thing.
I managed to make it so that automatically generated paragraphs had correct grammar and punctuation.
Wow.
Yeah. That's like the one thing I can brag about when it comes to Excel.
Excel is great. I really like it. It's also, Excel, Word and Excel are like the two programs I tend to use the most.
Yeah.
Being a writer and all.
Yeah, I honestly, once I started using Excel in order to get layout stuff a little bit more automated, I was like, I could conquer the world with this. The world is my oyster, and I am not ready for seafood. Yeah.
All right. Oh, the multi-twitch is really good. Oh, right. Who's doing audio for us?
As it turns out, it is Dragus Cloud doing audio for us today. By the way, those who managed to get at least 31 points, I believe, by the end of the match will be moving on. How many points do the players have today?
Okay, well, that is certainly a thing, because I believe everyone here has 22.
Oh, geez. So they pretty much need to come in first in order to be guaranteed to be in the bracket. Second, they may be able to move on from a tiebreaker, though, it really depends on how all of the various matches go. Yeah, that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, so what's been going on in your life? What games have you been playing that you have been absolutely loving? Or loathing, I suppose. Oh,
well, okay, so yes, Kagan said it. I am to Mega Man was Corndan is to RoboCop. But yeah, I've been playing this. I am done. This morning I was done with Good Morning Mega Man Intermission, where I play the fan games and ROM hacks. I'm going back to actual canonical Mega Man games tomorrow. I'm excited.
Actual Mega Man games?
Yeah,
Aw.
I actually get to play games made by Capcom now. It's great. And in the evenings, just to chill, because I've been really stressed out lately, I'm almost done with my book. Like, I've been playing some Dark Souls 2 randomizer to relax.
Oh, awesome. I think that's the one Dark Souls I really haven't played very much at all. The others, I still haven't beaten any of them. I beat Bloodborne, but
Yeah.
that's it. But that one's the most important anyway.
I really like Dark Souls 2 because it's the one that just feels really out there. It really was trying to go in a different direction. There's a lot of things I like about it. It's fun. Because of the randomizer, the first thing I got was the Catalina helm, the big onion helmet, and then no weapon for an hour. So I have become the Onion Fist. And now I just go around punching everyone with an onion head, and it's been going great.
I love it.
Fun game.
So where are the players going to be starting from? The password screen or the...
Okay, so they should be started level select. Yes, the password should drop them immediately in level select. Thankfully, that means you have a nice little blue blue background to base your stretchy OBS stuff out of.
To proceed from the password screen to the level select. Okay, just letting them know. Feel free to go ahead and get to the level select. Okay, I'm almost captured. We're getting close.
Yeah, get ready to hear this loop for a while until the match starts.
It's a good loop.
It's just these it's these 8 notes. There's just that's all you get.
Yeah, they're great. I like them.
Yeah. This game is fun. This is one of I basically just at some point just made looked up a big list of Mega Man fan games and was recommended a few, and this one stood out because one of my favorite ones had a reference to this one. And did someone just zoop into the level? Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay, so yeah. So this
I'm
game
letting
will
Buddy
accept
know.
your...
Oh,
Yeah.
is it one of those games?
The game will detect input even if it's not in focus. Also, you have to... Zika will have to quit the desktop.
Yeah, whatever. I'll recapture. It's fine.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the game takes background inputs. Yeah, what was I saying?
You gave us a crap game. I'm not gonna blame anybody except for you or the developers.
So this was made in 2013 in Game Maker 8. This is really someone loved Mega Man and they said, I want to make one of those, and that's great. I love this. I love this kind of stuff. And
same.
The thing, of course, is that, oh no, are you stretching all the windows horizontally? No, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Fine.
Oh my gosh. They didn't even know how to make a Mega Man game. I can stretch it however I want.
No, they do. Listen, it's NES spec. It's supposed to be 8x7, so it's not 4x3, so it is a little bit specific. Anyway, yes.
Okay.
This is not using I think it's the Megamix engine that a bunch of really lovely people have made that make a good Mega Man level and stuff that uses that engine. This one doesn't. This was made before, so that's what I love about fan games.
By the way, I'm doing the countdown right now in Discord, so feel free, everybody, spam all of your Mega Man-like emotes, especially if you have anything like Ombudsman.
Yeah, have those Ombudsman emotes.
Oh yeah, or if you have any thing, I don't know.
Robots, bees, teeth, sand, lightning, goats.
Yeah,
yes.
sand, my favorite emote. Zombie
Right.
Man.
Zombie Man. Little Zombie Man has a nice little pose going, here I am.
Here I am, the zombie man. Oh no.
So yeah, this is welcome to Mega Man 42. We begin our session by defiling the graves of Robot Masters past.
I mean, I don't like the Robot Masters. Go ahead, defile away.
Yeah, it's if you'll notice by the fact. Okay, so the pause screen I think is from Mega Man 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
However, if you'll notice, like the pickup icons for like health and weapon energy, those are from Mega Man 1. You can't slide, and like there's a lot of like other little things about this. Basically, the pause screen is lying to you. This is not a Mega Man 4 fan game. This is a Mega Man 1 fan game.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a lot. And the programmer did their best to, you know, make the physics okay, but the jump is very strange. You just like levitate into the air and then drop back down. It feels very weird. It is not quite the same. If you're like here, most of all, if you're very used to Mega Man, that is like not helping you here because everything feels weird.
I love it. What's the weirdest thing, do you think?
Oh, in this game?
Yeah.
If we get to Wily, you will see.
Ooh,
You will see the weird
okay.
thing about it. But
So-
yeah, it's
So, by the way, I see that there is a little bit of a story to this. Let me read it. Dr.
Yeah.
Wowie has created 8 new fearsome robot masters for Mega Man and World to take on. Our heroes must continue to fight for everlasting peace and to save Beat, Rush, and Eddie, all kidnapped by the ever malicious Wowie. Mega Man 42 is a Mega Man fight game made in the style of the original Mega Man game for NES, created with Game Maker 8.1. The gliding physics of MM1 are not in the game, however most other features in MM4 too work like that in the game, even though a password system is being implemented as well. We gotta go stop the Wowie.
gosh, yeah. Time to get serious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the players. Okay, so at the start of the game, you would pick between Rock and Roll. However, since I had to give a password, I picked for them, so they're getting Roll. So usually, like, and there's been a few fan games that give you the choice between Rock and Roll. Usually, it's stuff like, okay, Rock will get the charge and the slide. Roll will get something else. And like, there's a game called Rock and Roll where Roll gets a little like a little air hop and stuff like that. In this game, the difference is so basically this is Mega Man 1 Mega Man. No charge, no slide. Roll gets a dash, and she can dash jump, which takes her further than Mega Man can jump. However, she takes more damage.
Meta Knight is on to the boss.
Yeah, it's time for Zombie Man.
He's so short.
I know. Will Meta Knight figure out? Well, okay, so which weapon do you think will be good against Zombie Man? Zombie Man, who literally drains the life from you.
Okay, let's see. What are the weapons that they have?
Right now, from Artman, they have the Color Glob. From Madman, they have some sort of like wild cannon. And from Ombudsman, they have Paper Slash.
I would probably bet I don't know. I was gonna go with the like weird glob, but no, that's not working very well. Whatever Meta Knight's using is working.
Yep, it is. So the answer is the Paper Slash. How do you defeat that which is already dead? You show Zombie Man his own death certificate.
Ah, oh, I like that.
Yep. Now it's hey, yes. The zombies can still. Okay, good. before you grab the little energy element, the zombies can still deal damage to you, as far as I know. So you gotta.
I love it. Get your weapons ready. All my
Get your
weapons are
weapon
ready. I like how there's an elephant in Zombie Man stage. You're getting quickly. Radiation ray, a rad ray.
Radiation ray is like, you can see Zombie Man using it. It's kind of neat because it's a really big like horizontal beam, and what it does is it prevents an enemy from doing damage to you for a few seconds. It's really wild.
Okay.
So it's like, if there's an enemy that's blocking your path, you can do this, and now you can just go through them and it's fine.
So this game, as far as I can tell, originally has keyboard controls rather than any joystick controls. A lot of people are using joystick, but again, joy to key, you never know if it will fully work the way that you want it to unless you test it beforehand. And my Psycho is saying that apparently it's working for the D-pad, but it's not working for the other buttons.
Oh no! Yeah, it's tricky. Especially Windows can be so incredibly tricky when it comes to assigning game pads. I love Joystick myself. It's what I use, and that's what I use for this game, because otherwise it is like it's tricky. Okay, good. The Meta Knight just defeated a small little sleeping Met. That Met will sometimes just never actually wake up and just prove to be an obstacle.
So it's Sandman time, eh? Why does he look like Earthworm Jim?
That's a good question. We're just gonna bounce on the beds and be very sleepy, and I know Sandman probably is. I think Sandman is supposed to be a robot in PJs, like with a nightcap.
Oh yeah. The nightcap that looked like a worm, not a nightcap.
Oh yeah, it's a nightcap. It's, I assume the developer wanted to go for like the little, like, it's flopping on one side.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It doesn't look like a Mega Man drawing, but I get it.
Yeah, it's, oh no! Psycho got eaten by Zombie Man.
Oh no, Zombie Man, how can you eat people?
Yeah, easily, turns out. And yeah, as another nod to Mega Man 1, you have enemies in the boss corridor. This means you gotta be careful, because you can just get damaged in the boss corridor, but it also means you can farm for weapon ammo in some of the fights.
Oh, baby.
Also, props to this game for having a functioning password system. So I have a bunch of I have a bunch of these that I've played, and sometimes when you play fan games, especially fan games made by one person, sometimes you end up with a game that was drawn by a programmer, and sometimes you end up with a game that was programmed by an artist. And either way, the creators really try their best, but it's always a little bit interesting to see the little differences and little stumbles that just come along in any creation.
So was this made by an artist or a programmer?
I believe this was made by a programmer.
Okay.
There's a lot of the enemy AI is really interesting, and there's a lot of really, really interesting little quirks, and however, it does mean that sometimes I'm just perplexed. I'm just looking at Meta Knight, seeing will Meta Knight figure out how to deal with these enemies specifically.
Now, I actually have a question that is stemming from the website for Mega Man 42. Let me ask you this question to see if you have experienced a similar problem. Is there any way to fix the controls? When Mega Man runs left, he just continues to run on his own, and you can't stop him unless you jump.
I have not. Okay, well, my answer would be, I have not encountered this bug. Could you send a printout of your computer specifications and also everything that you were doing when this bug occurred, and I'll get back to you.
Well, he replied to his own comment and said, "Nobody cares, I guess."
Oh no! Oh, that's so sad.
Well, mind you, it was a year and 5 months after that he put that comment, "Nobody cares, I guess." So, Yeah, he waited a year and 5 months. Like, seriously, just waited and nobody wanted to talk to him. There's one comment that says, this game is not bad. There's one comment that says, Servadak, and I was wondering, am I able to make a remake of this game? All I want to do is kinda, well, iron out the quote-unquote flaws in the game. If no, I understand. Oh, that's really nice to ask. And then the most recent comment says, this game looks cool, but the fiscus, I assume they mean physics, ruined the gameplay. Not encouraging player to not play, just saying.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I honestly...
okay.
It's hard to tell watching why the physics are bad.
Yeah, the physics are really weird, and like jumping, like I've never played a game that jumps like this, where you press the button and you levitate in the air very rapidly, and then as soon as you let go of the button, you fall back down. There's like it doesn't feel like jumping. It feels like it's weird.
Now, I sort of understand that there are many games out there, especially bootleg games, where as soon as you stop holding a jump, you just fall. And also, I think Rad Gravity is kind of like that as well. Not bootleg, just rad. Oh my gosh.
I think Meta Knight is about to fight Sandman soon. But first is gathering some.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Give me some ice cream and whipped cream. I don't know the lyrics.
So, okay, which weapon do you think will be good against Sandman?
No, I just realized the music is a crappy lullaby music. Da 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 da. Oh no, Midnight got put out by Sandman. What weapon do you use against Sandman?
You use the one that Meta Knight has figured out is the radiation ray, because radiation is about it's
light.
Yes,
go to sleep.
And also, because Sandman can literally put you to sleep, and also you have to be really, really, really fast to dodge those patterns.
Oh no!
Go to sleep. Go the heck to sleep.
Oh, Mega Man is asleep. All right.
Yep. Yeah, this stage is rough. See, the thing is though, once you know the pattern, you just need to dodge the sand, and it's always extremely predictable. And Roll can dash. You can dash in this game, and it's marginally faster than walking. And the players must know this because it's in the README. And they read the README, right?
Wait, what's in the README? I didn't read it.
The fact that Roll can dash.
Wait, are they playing as Roll?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen a couple of the players dash. Hold down the down arrow key plus left or right arrow key and press jump. Okay.
Yep. So it's not just down and jump, it's down and forward and jump.
I mean, that's doable. That's how I would usually do it with Mega Man anyway.
It's not that much faster, but it is absolutely, the jump really goes further, and that's going to be useful later.
Okay, Jerry is making a pretty good push through this area now. I think Jerry's gonna be able to make it to Zombie Man this time. I mean, just down this ladder. Oh, if you fall, you kill Zombie Man. Come on. Yeah! Zombie Man time. Now you hold diagonal down right or down left and then push jump to slide. I like that it says, just like Mega Man's infamous slide, which is not in Mega Man 42. Thank you.
Wait, why is it infamous?
Did people not like it? I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh no!
Oh, Jerry, no! Ooh, Jerry is definitely falling behind a little bit here. But still, there's plenty of a chance. Everybody's getting a little bit walled by, Sandman.
Yeah, it's,
I hate this lullaby remix. It's the crappiest.
It's so bad!
Who even made the original so I can go and yell at them? Probably, I'll go find Mozart's grave and I'll just chew him out for making this.
Go yell at Mozart's grave. Yes. The thing is, of course, with the fact, like, whether you're playing a game that was programmed by an artist or drawn by a programmer, both of them were composed by someone who is not a composer. So either you get music that exists, or you get music that was made specifically for that game. And then, I appreciate Meta Knight just like, no, just damage boost. Just face tank through those enemies. Heck yeah. That's what you do.
What even... Was it Brahms? Yeah, stupid Brahms. I hate you.
Gosh, my dad used to quiz me on, like, classical music. And just, like, he was, like, playing some sort of classical music in the car, and then would turn to me and be like, who's the composer? And I never had a clue. Zero idea. I just guessed. Sometimes I got it right, sometimes I didn't.
So, apparently Brahms actually had sleep apnea, but considering that it was the mid-1800s, he just kind of had to deal with it. So, obviously he made the crappiest lullaby music ever. You can't make good music when you're sleep deprived. You gotta get one of those CPAPs, strap it on your face, Brahms.
Yeah, it's important. Oh, by the way, I see a lot of players having trouble with those, like, shielded enemies.
Yeah?
Do you know what is the surest way to deal with them?
Jump over them?
If you can actually make it work, probably. But, they will, like... If you get close enough, it will, like, sort of slash at you, but they won't actually slash at you. They will just put their shield behind them and put their sword forward. But there's, like, a couple pixels where they will do this and won't actually have the reach to touch you and damage you.
Nice.
So an inch closer to them, and then they'll turn away their shield, and then you can just, like, deal with them.
See, this is why he was originally Sniper Joe, not Swordsman Joe. Okay?
Yeah.
You're just no good with your sword, man. You just stand there and hop. Don't even, you don't even get in range. That's all you do.
Wonder if, like Sword Joe has some, like, complaints to Dr. Wily. Listen, you gave me a sword. You made me specifically to deal with the robot whose entire arm is a gun. It's maybe not the wisest choice. Like, just go back out there and deal with Mega Man. Okay.
Dr. Wily, we know all about your Swordsman Joe. So you better come out. Come out and fight me. My name's Dr. White.
Also, props to Jerry, who has made it past.
Yes!
The dreaded zombie man. Everyone's going the heck to sleep now.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go the heck to sleep. You stupid kid. Why are you still not asleep? Stupid kid.
Yep. Go to sleep, roll. So I wonder if Meta Knight will figure out the, I think Meta Knight knows the weapon, just knows the pattern, just gotta keep doing it.
Yeah, you gotta shoot at just the right time. Yeah. Wow, he is super into cheesing this fight. Oh, Meta Knight, yes!
Yeah!
1 sliver of health!
Oh my gosh.
That was stressful.
Yeah, it was. Now you get your weapons ready. Because you get
equipped with sleeping sand.
Yeah, now you can put enemies to sleep.
Oh my gosh, I do know that the slime that you got from whoever gave you the slime, that ends up making it so that enemies can't jump around. It was kind of cool. I like that this game experiments with some of those.
Yeah, the paint glob basically stuns enemies and makes them fall. The radiation ray turns enemies, like, I think someone said it actually zombifies enemies and it turns them, like, against their friends. The paper slash is just all around really good. And, let's see, the sand, I think the sand really just puts enemies the heck to sleep. I'm not quite sure what else it does. I haven't really used it a lot. And the eye cannon just shoots, it's a big machine gun. It's a big random machine gun. It's all right. Eye cannon just makes friends. No, the radiation ray just makes friends.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yep, these are Mega Man 1 spikes, which means that iframes, no iframes, doesn't matter. You touch them, you die.
Oh, no. Oh, I very much dislike that.
Yeah, it's...
Jerry
no
just
likes
got
Mega Man
cheesed by the
spikes.
bouncy ball.
Oh, no!
Oh my gosh, it kind of got stuck between two platforms and bounced around until death. Which, mind you, I think is fantastic.
Yeah, that's feel when... I appreciate that Men and I just really making solid use of all the weapons. Gotta use every part of the roll buster.
By the way, I did see some of the game masters talking about this, saying that this is finally a Mega Man game you've given out that you can definitely tell is not a Capcom game, and they're like, this is what Mega Man DOS should have looked like.
Yeah, it looks alright. It looks alright, but it does look a little bit off. And it's just, it's very charming. I like it.
Some of the sprites are very cartoony, and the music is really offending me.
It would be great. It would be really, really great if Dragus Cloud could make it through the next one.
I hope so. Well, you know what? We get Sleep Man now.
Yeah.
In just a second. Oh, I like that the Mets in this game are just little sleepy guys.
Yeah, they're just sleeping with their incredibly bulletproof nightcaps.
I want one of those.
Time.
Okay, time to see what works. Nope, not the paper slash.
No.
Not P slash. Time to go to sleep.
You stay asleep so long.
I love it.
So long.
I love it. Well, he's got to have time to shoot you, right?
Yeah, multiple times. Yeah, you really don't want to get close when Sandman gets in the middle of the screen like that. Yep, just like that.
Pew, 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 pew. I love it. Let's see if Dragus Cloud is able to use the ray gun before... Nope, that's death. But that's okay, as long as Dragus Cloud has an extra life or two, you know.
Yeah.
He should hopefully remember that he didn't actually land any hits. Meta Knight, meanwhile, on Brain Man. By the way, I'm Brain Man, because my brain's the size of... Actually, no, my brain's not at all like his. His looks like a tongue. Very smooth brain here.
Only the smoothest brains for Brain Man. Also, yeah, Brain Man will just, like, chuck a bunch of the weird balls at the top of the screens at you. I'm just gonna, like, flex and show off that he can do telekinesis.
I love it. Hey, Visaika is also on to Dream Man, fighting for her life.
Alright, you can do this. You can do this. Rooting for Dragon's Claw.
Does Sleep Man work against Brain Man? Yeah, it looks like it works pretty well.
Oh, the Pain Glob! What a good idea! Please survive till give another shot, please! Oh my gosh. Yes!
Wait, the Pain Claw
We're
worked?
free! Yeah, it does damage over time, so it is a pretty... It doesn't do more damage, but it works.
Hey, Meta Knight is through Brain Man now. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready to hear whatever brain music is on. If it's not reading Rainbow, then I'm gonna call it not authentic.
Get your weapons ready. What do you think Brain Man has as a weapon?
Hopefully less smooth brain. Homing laser. Okay.
Yep. See, that's the smart play. Getting a weapon that works for you.
Yep, I would honestly say, you know, you can find an enemy weakness, but if you can't hit them with the weakness, then
That's a problem.
Can be a problem. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
It does
Jerry,
look
death
like a
to
problem.
Sleep Man. And it looks like Vi also, unfortunately, had a death there. Okay, Meta Knight onto the next one. Dragon's Cloud onto Brain Man. Let me listen to the music. I will judge.
It's fun. It's a good jam.
Oh, this is so much better.
Right? folks in chat hoping we saw Ombudsman. Yeah, it's basically the stage is an office building.
See, I've always one of the games that I want to play or want to make is called Businessman, and essentially you start out in an office building. I think you have an umbrella as well and a briefcase, and that's basically all. But it gets more and more ridiculous as you go on. You know, just office building, boring. You got to go take your business elsewhere.
Also, I appreciate Meta Knight trying every single thing possible to reach that light, but you can't. You might be able to if you dash jump, or there's one weapon you can ride in this entire game, and they don't have it yet.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Jerry is through. I believe that is Sandman down. Jerry moves up to third.
Heck yeah.
That's a pretty big change. Now, Visaika, you know, has already had a good amount of experience with Sandman. I was going to say Dream Man. Whatever. And that is hopefully going to help her do this a lot quicker. You know, Saika has always been a pretty strong player. Remember, everybody watching, though, only 2 people have a chance of moving out of the group into the bracket from this crew. First place will move on. Second place may enter a tiebreaker.
And just because you end up in a tiebreaker doesn't mean you're out of the game. I made it to the semifinals in the previous one, and I only barely made brackets because of a tiebreaker.
Heck yeah. Yeah, so there's no shame, because as soon as you're in the brackets, the playing field is back level. Back level. It's smooth.
Back level?
It's
a nice dessert. I like back levels.
Back levels. We forget your past. How about that? I look at you, I'm like, who the crap are you?
Oh my gosh.
Did you even play? And they're like, yeah, I was in the group. I was like, I don't remember groups at all. I just remember you as you currently are. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. It's my life. Gotta be kind.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Meta Knight, who actually performed one parentheses, 1 dash. I'm wondering if they just don't use, if no one uses a dash because they realize it doesn't really do a lot, but if you dash jump, it's actually really, really good.
I can imagine. I mean, it was really good in Mega Man X.
And here we have those little, sparkly enemies that you cannot be damaged in any way. This is the only place in the game we'll see them ever. They never show up again.
Good. I hate them. Stupid Sparks, thinking you're all that. Yeah, there's a reason you're not Brain Man, stupid Sparks, because you've got a set pattern and you can't do anything.
World Wizard points out that Visaika has accidentally dashed into pits enough times. I don't like. Oh, yep, surprise! These spikes are actually spies.
Spies?
Yeah, they're
pretend.
Goats!
Oh, goats! Goats! Oh my gosh, okay.
Surprise, it's goats!
I was surprised, not gonna lie. That was amazing. I love them. I want these goats in my house. But then again, they're really, really large. Maybe I don't think the landlord would be too happy about that. Robot goats in my townhouse? Yeah.
Yep, don't trust any spikes. Absolutely not. Trust no spike. Oh, there's another sparkly bit here. I forgot about that one.
Ooh, Meta Knight into the gate for this level. Meta Knight is definitely holding on to a commanding lead here, which isn't too surprised. Meta Knight has played multiple Ku5ograndes in the past, definitely has a lot of experience. I feel like he's always kind of the ones I would expect to make it into the brackets. I would say that, you know, there's still plenty of time, but it would not shock me to see Meta Knight coming first.
Okay, time for Skyman. Represents the entire Skyman.
Wow.
Damn.
Skyman
throws a hammer
at
you. Yep. pretty handy with that hammer.
Why does Skyman have a hammer? Does he think he's like Zeus and all that?
I think it's probably a Thor reference. I'm not sure
Thor's
why
not
he
in
has
the
a
sky!
hammer.
Thor's not in the sky!
Yeah, which is very bemusing because, I mean, so it's like... But Thor does have the whole lightning thing going.
Well, yeah.
No, sorry. Yes. Okay, no, I'm just like... I was looking at the Psycho screen. This game has a lot of knockback when you get hit. It is like a very, very surprising amount of
That's a
knockback
lot
when
of
you get
lightning. I
That's
like
also
it.
a lot of lightning.
Oh, but hey, Skyman is dead man now.
Yep, easy as that. Yeah, you just use the homing laser to actually goes up into the sky.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, pretty simple. The stage itself is rude enough. You know, you made it. Just enjoy your victory.
You get
That weapon
equipped.
isn't...
Oh, how about Zeus spear, thunder hammer? Okay, whatever.
Thunder hammer.
Again, Thor, not Zeus. Missile Man. Oh my gosh,
Yep.
his dance. Yeah, I'm Missile Man.
Yeah.
I like Missile Man. I don't like the background.
It's okay. Well, you'll like the music even less, provided we get to hear it.
Oh,
But
well,
thankfully,
that...
we don't need to hear it right now. It's fine.
Heck yeah, Dragon's Cloud has the good music.
It is. It's a jam. It's nice. Oh. Yeah, these
my
enemies
gosh.
are rude.
People are talking about the different songs that could have men in it, and I appreciate them bringing up the lesser-known Beatles classic Nowhere Man. I kind of hate that.
I don't know that one.
Is it Nowhere Man? He's a real Nowhere Man. Let me see.
Shout out to Grenade Joe on Meta Knight's screen.
Yeah.
The rudest Joe that has ever Joed.
Nowhere Man, please listen. You don't know what you're missing. Nowhere Man. Yeah, it's not a great song, but there's ooh la la's in it, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, the Beatles did pretty much every style, including the ooh la la. Whatever style that is, you know. Okay,
I don't know.
Lady Saika is doing a fairly good job against Sandman. Unfortunately, he got put to sleep. But whatever, Sandman's a nerd.
Yeah, just gotta dodge. Yeah, exactly. Dash, dodge that sand, and then just shoot a lot of I justify the weakness by saying that yes, it's a radiation ray, therefore it really excites the particles, and if your particles are too excited, they can't get to sleep.
I would say more light is literally radiation. And
That one
light
makes
keeps
a lot
you
of
from
sense.
falling asleep.
Yeah,
See?
that one is way simpler. It makes okay.
No,
So Meta Knight.
Meta Knight! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Meta Knight is about to face. So, one of the main complaints in this game was, hey, you put a bunch of the rudest possible jumps in Mega Man in this game.
Yeah.
Why did you do this? And the author said, oh, sorry, I'll fix them. And so they have been fixed in versions 1.1 and 1.2, but I gave out version 1.0.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I did see in the description that there are multiple fixes, including fixed bug where the character's overlay sprite, when using a special weapon and climbing, would not keep up with the character sprite itself.
That's a better visual thing.
Change color of Sandman stage bed so they look less like dangerous lava. Okay, that's a good addition.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just felt. Listen, this is Ku5ogrande. I wanted to show this is like the game at its jankiest. It got a little bit less janky with the version 1.1 that I played, but I wanted everyone to see this one.
Yeah, this definitely has some jank, and I really enjoy putting impossible jumps in games. You know, it makes the players really have to learn the very small mechanics and figure out how to deal with stuff that's just utter crap, you know? And they can. It's doable. Meta Knight has gotten past the impossible jumps.
Absolutely. They're not actually impossible, they're just very rude. It's like the jump that some level designers put in their Mega Man levels and everyone despises them because you need to be perfect. Or almost perfect. It's just, no one likes it. Anyway, here's grenade.
I love this Met Man who has a shield and just lobs grenades. It's like, why did he grow limbs? What happened?
Yeah, it's sort of a Met, sort of a Joe. Everyone despises him because, yeah, he's invincible most of the time, and then he just throws a grenade at you extremely quickly. A very rude boy.
Oh, he dead. Yeah.
Yep. There is one weapon in the game that actually pierces his shield, and it's the one you get for beating the stage.
Are you serious? Does he only appear in the stage?
No, you get to see him once in the Wily stages, I think.
Oh, perfect.
So, you know, you get to use it a little bit.
Missile Man. Oh, very nice jump by Meta Knight there. Then again, the dash jump would make some of this a little bit more doable, right?
Oh, absolutely. The dash jump clears so much horizontal space. It is a game changer. Oh, here we go. Meta Knight is going to fight Missile Man.
Yeah,
from his missile head down to mistletoe.
Like, Meta Knight is way ahead of everybody right now, but the other three, it's really anybody who could move into second. They are all struggling with this stage, and not a huge surprise. It's kind of a jerk, Brain Man.
Yeah.
Brain Man's a jerk anyway. Seriously, I'm so smart. I'm Brain Man.
I don't think I'm not one to pass judgment, but if you literally write the letters IQ on your forehead, I don't think you're like that kind of a nice person.
Like, in the time that it took you to get here, I learned literally everything. Literally. And I also learned some things that aren't real. Meta Knight on to Missile Man.
Yeah, Missile Man.
He's so cute.
Yeah. Immediately finding the weakness. Yep, you just throw the hammer.
Well, I mean, you gave them the order, so I would definitely use the order that you went by, Xandra.
This is the first time in all of these that I've actually given the weakness order.
See, but I would actually try that.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, okay, so my favorite part of the game, we're gonna see, okay. We're going to see Wily. So,
launch missile. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. So, you know the inside of Wily's capsule? There's these little things on the side. There's there's a couple ways to interpret them. One of them is to think that, oh yes, these are like the instrument panels. There's another way that people have been seeing those little things on the side of Wily's capsule. Anyway, for a moment, let's just pause and just look at Wily climb into his capsule.
Dr. Wily. What? No! No! Oh my gosh. How could Well, there it is. Gross.
Anyway, onto the Sphinx Pyramid Wily Castle.
I am so happy, okay? That was like the best thing of all day. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Everybody, you got to see Wily's dag nasty evil feat. I hope that you stay tuned for other quality things from the channel, like us vomiting for the next half hour. Hey, Saika is fighting Brain Man. And you know what? Sleep is good for the brain, but not good if you are trying to kill a robot.
No, Brain Man thinks he's too smart to go to sleep.
Does he actually have... Oh yeah, IQ is on his forehead.
Yeah, it literally is, even on his little spray.
I thought you were lying, but... No,
I don't lie.
Yeah, I know.
I literally can't lie. There we go. Oh wow, Meta Knight is really good at this. Meta Knight immediately found the one weapon that can pierce shields.
Heck yeah. I mean, if there are any of those stupid swordsman Joes out there, then that will help. Oh my gosh. I love this tournament, and I love Mega Man, and I love bad games, and you gave us all 3 of those today.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Oh no. So the brain pans that fly at you always go in this order. The left one, the right one, and then the middle one. They're always going to spawn in that order. So that helps a little bit.
Good. Good. Well, I need somebody help. Not just anybody help. You know, I need someone to help. Yeah. See?
Oh,
it's Beatles Day, I guess. It's always Beatles Days in my house.
Folks are pointing out that your restream of Isaika has got some Vaseline on the lens.
I can't clean the lens. My computer doesn't even have a lens. I'll refresh everybody's stream because people are complaining, blah, blah, blah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Dragon's Cloud ran out of ammo!
Oh, sad day.
I
But
hate to see that.
I think that we have a new second place person, Jerry Eris, moving on with the homing laser. Very nice, Jerry.
One of the best weapons in the game, honestly. It just clears up so many challenges.
Oh, yeah.
Also, welcome to this room on that Meta Knight is in.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's
no.
Why? I feel like do perfect jumps because you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in a quick succession.
Who hurt this developer?
I don't know. Yeah, oh, sorry, 5. Yes, 1. Nope, gotta start over. It's yeah.
Oh, so close. Ah, there we go. Meta Knight is through.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. There's so much wrong with that screen.
Yep, but it's over now, so it's fine.
When was this made? As chat.
7 years ago.
7 years ago. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
It's like when Abe Lincoln said 7 years ago, just take out the 4 score. Bam. Mega Man is here to be 7 years ago. I don't know.
This game was made back when I was making Chariot. This game was made before Xandra existed.
Uh-oh. Wait. How old are you, Xandra?
No, I came out 5 years ago, so like this is like technically like.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm actually 40.
You're older than I am?
I know.
What?
Right?
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
I'm absolutely in disbelief, but that's cool.
Yeah. Like, time is weird. Life is meaningless. And anyway, here's Gear Devil. Let's just start the show with a showstopper. Here's the worst boss in this game.
Oh no! It's like Yellow Devil, but made of
one.
The eye! The eye! I love the eye! It's so good!
That was your window. That was your one window, 1.5 seconds to actually hit this boss.
Okay, this is illegal. I'll have you know, you just brought in illegal video games to the stream.
Yeah, I mean, if folks want like secrets to like looking out, I mean, I have a way. It's just it comes with side effects you might not like, so you know, just caveat emptor.
Oh yeah. Okay, if you really want to hear audio from other streams, you can go ahead and check them out. However, only Dragus Cloud I have confirmed as giving us audio without any microphone. So remember, the names that you see on the stream are the names of their Twitch channels. You are free to go follow all of them, give them love. You know, this is a whole community building event that we have anyway. So yeah, feel free to do that if you would like. Just if you're trying to spoil anything, I'll be so angry. Okay.
Yeah, no spoilers, please.
Actually, then again, what are you gonna spoil in this? Well, the weapon weaknesses. But if you do that, I'll be so angry, and then they'll if they don't tell us that you spoiled it, they'll be out of the tournament. So don't do it. Yeah.
All right, now do that again.
Okay, I don't like this boss. At least the hammer does a reasonable amount of damage.
Yeah, I don't think I have never actually managed to like shave one cycle off of this boss. You always end up needing to like, you end up with like the boss goes back to be invincible and has like 2 bits of health, and you have to sit through another cycle. It's really, really rude. It's not a fun fight, and you have so little room. You have no room between the 2 sides. Like, there was no reason to do this. Like, you easily could have just pushed the walls back and given everyone like 2 more tiles worth of room, but it's hard. It's a thing.
Oh yeah. Jerry Eris, by the way, is doing pretty good in this stage, facing the goats for the first time. Unfortunately, no matter how cute they are, you gotta kill them.
Aww.
Well, you gotta eat. You're a robot, and you are very hungry, and you gotta eat robot goats. You know, you're gonna hold a little robot player and prayer, bless the robot ghost spirit, you know.
Yeah, I didn't hear goats. I thought you said, you gotta eat robot goats. You gotta eat robot ghosts. And I was like, what?
Ooh, that would be even better. How can you eat a robot ghost? Do robots even have ghosts?
And how can you eat a robot, first of all? How can you eat a ghost?
Well, I mean, you have to chew a lot, but you can eat a robot.
I guess it depends on
especially like if it's aluminum. Or tinfoil. Yeah, tin robots. Oh, sorry, I just imagined chewing on aluminum foil, and I know what that feels like, and no, don't. Meta Knight, all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, this room sucks. This room's real bad. But yeah, also, it's holding right is really sort of like the way to do it, because you pretty much have to jump and then hold right as you're jumping so that the air control moves you through. It's a rough one.
Oh, I just want people to know, do not, because of this stream, ever go chew on tinfoil, because it's probably the worst feeling thing I've ever chewed.
Don't, super don't.
And don't ask me why I chewed on tinfoil, okay? I don't remember. I don't know. It's like, if it exists in this world, I'm often very curious what it tastes like.
It doesn't?
Like, aren't you interested? What something, like, tastes like or feels like in your mouth?
Not really. I'm more of a, like, finger tactile touch sort of person. I'm not big on, like, mouthfeel.
That's what it's called, mouthfeel. Yeah. That's why I know that crepe paper is the vilest substance known to man. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm sort of like a baby. If I see something, I want to put it in my mouth.
No!
Sometimes it's edible. What?
I'm sorry, okay, so Meta Knight tried to do the Yellow Devil strat of pausing while the weapon is colliding with the Devil's Eye to see if, because, like, you pause, unpause, and in Mega Man 1, it re-deals the damage. However, in this game, if you go to the pause screen, it unspawns all of your weapons. So It's just gone. You don't even get any more hits. You get no hits at all. That's it.
That's pretty bad. But really funny.
It is. Like, I'll try this strat. Like, nope, I take away your hammer. Now you have to sit through another phase of the devil. I wonder, gosh, bro, I wonder if we're gonna see the devil die today.
Is the devil gonna die?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 10 minutes left, maybe.
Just so everybody knows, Meta Knight is in first, Jerry Eris in second. Honestly, it still is anyone's chance to move into second. I think Meta Knight is going to hold on to first place, though. I don't foresee anybody passing him.
Yeah, and I understand now. See, folks have let the order of the bosses lull them into a false sense of security and have become convinced that sand is actually the weakness to Brain Man, but it's not. It's a minor weakness. So they've just been trying to use it without trying something else, but actually it's the other the eye cannon that's a very major weakness to this boss.
Oh, really?
But you have to try all the other ones. Yeah, it's just you folks don't think about it because they started this whole thing with 3 bosses already defeated. So whenever you test a weakness, you have to figure out it could be one of those.
I mean, but Sleep Man works pretty well against the brain.
It's okay, but you have to get right up next to him. The eye cannon shoots from very far away and does a lot more damage. Yeah, just use it. You had it selected. Just use it. Just use it.
Nope. Too bad.
Also, this being a Mega Man 1 homage, you don't get E-Tanks. That's it, you get 1 life bar.
Oh no. Also, what is Brain Man even summoning in this battle? Like satellites to come smush you?
I don't know. Someone in my stream joked that they were brain pans. Oh my gosh, we're gonna do it.
Oh my gosh.
No!
So close! Oh my gosh!
The double KO!
The double KO.
No!
Like, the life bar is still out at the top left, though. So what does that mean? Well, I guess he's dead.
Oh no! Oh no!
Or is this a soft lock?
Oh no! Oh no! It's a soft lock! Wow! Oh no! Alright, well, password. Password time. The ultimate attack from beyond the grave! Devil uses soft lock.
Oh, that is amazing. Okay, so in this game, do not double KO. That's what I would assume.
Yeah.
Double KO is
Super
a double
down.
oh no.
Yes. Oh my gosh, my heart dies every single time I see folks using something other than the weakness. It's right there. Oh my gosh, did it.
Yeah, I gave them an order that doesn't make sense. Da, 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 da. I gotta give you a hard time. Don't worry, I'll recapture because this game is a pain for the players to capture anyway.
Yeah, you get 2 sizes. You get pixel perfect, which means it is a tiny, tiny square in the corner of your screen, or you have full screen. That's it. Hey, we get to see Dr. Wily again. Hi, Dr. Wily, what's up?
Dr. Wily. Oh, guess why? He's back. We got to see his feet.
All right, stretch your legs and settle in, Wily.
Yeah, stretch him out.
Oh. Good time. I'm glad this is like the first level. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Wily, we gotta help you with your athlete's foot.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I hope, gosh. I'm glad this happened on the first boss because the password only gets you to the start of the Wily's whole sequence. You don't get to like get passwords in the middle of Wily. You have to start the whole thing over.
By the way, really, the 2 streams to watch right now are Jerry Eris and Vi Saika, because both of them are on to Skyman stage, you know, and both are making a good amount of progress here. Whoever beats Skyman first, I'd say, would be moving into the lead here. Jerry has been playing this stage for a while, but I don't know.
You never know. You could just like have a really good run and just win. Because like once you only really need to get to the boss, because folks should be using homing laser on this boss, because it's like, you know, it's the last thing they got, and it is very efficient at dealing with Skyman.
I'd definitely be using it. Pew pew.
That's
my laser sound. Pew pew pew. Pew.
Yeah, like your scientist over, like, you know, in your lab said, all right, Resentia, we did it. We made it your laser gun. Like, and you go like, could you make like a new version that goes pew pew? Like, okay, all right.
Yeah, this one sounds too mean. Stupid laser. I want kind lasers from kind death lasers.
Ah, yes. You've met my associate, kind death lasers. Yeah, we are looking for this. This is a race to second for the tiebreaker. I don't think Dragus Cloud is going to make it, seeing as how he is still on Brain Man. But you never know.
Fortunately, you're probably right there.
Yeah. With like 4.5 minutes to go. All right. The thing with the devil, though, is eventually you get to know the devil.
The thing with the devil, you know, welcome to Ku5ogrande thing.
Yeah.
What is your personal relationship with the devil? Do we need to?
I hate him. I really wish he would like give me more room when he's like, you know, disassembling and reassembling himself. Not the best devil I've met. I've met better devils.
Ah, okay.
I'm being perfectly honest.
Come on, hammer time! Yeah, you got his eye! Although, does his eye placement change?
Yeah, I think it does, weirdly enough. It seems to shift every so often. I mean, the hammer is, like, large enough that it doesn't matter that much. It's just weird, you know?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that hit that Meta Knight took. A little bit surprising. Okay, couple hits there. Good.
Yep. So long as Meta Knight gets a double hit in the next one, I think he should be in the clear.
Lady Saika and Jerry Eris are on to the boss. Saika has 1 hit point, and that is death. But luckily, she is able to start back here. Not bad. Oh, the Yellow Devil is dead. Except Meta Knight is... Is that another soft lock?
I don't think so. Roll is just in a weird hit position. Let's just gloss over it. Sometimes you just get glitched and then you just keep going. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, good.
Don't worry about it. It's stuff like this happens. Like, you know, it's a known shippable. It does not make the game unplayable. It's just weird. You can still play. Just go with it.
I think by Saika may be moving into the lead. Lady Saika has been doing fantastic here. Oh my gosh, the lasers! Yes! Skyman is down. We had it change from 3rd to 2nd, which is absolutely needed. The person who comes in 2nd may be able to make it into the tiebreaker to go on to the bracket. We don't know for sure. It depends on how everybody else does in their individual matches. But yeah, you do not want to come in 3rd or 4th. Unless you want out. Dragus Cloud just killed Brain Man.
Yeah, we're gonna get to hear another music, and we're gonna get to see Meta Knight deal with the endless chasm of spikes.
I just want to say you said another music.
Another music? Wouldn't you like to have another music?
Wait, I would like 3 musics tonight.
And a rice, please. Thank you. So I assume Meta Knight is waiting for some Yoku blocks or something. But no, the answer is something else.
People are saying that is a lock, but I'm not 100% sure. Why are these dancing guys in straitjackets? Oh, I know whose stage they're from. Okay, I can see why you cut that stage out.
Let's not think about that stage.
Okay. You know, it's okay. I could they're escape artists, okay? That's what they are.
Now you have to like wonder, like, okay, and in the minute that is left, will Meta Knight figure out what you need to do here?
Oh no!
There we go.
Well.
But knowledge has been gained.
Knowledge is power, yeah.
Knowing is half the battle. The other half is violence.
I agree with chat. It is a lot that Lady Psycha will take second today. Oh yeah, this music is pretty good. I like.
It's pretty good. Yeah, Missile Man's music, stage music is well known.
Compliments to the chef. Compliments. A very tasty music tonight.
But it's if we had to select a music to end this, it's a Frenchism. In French, like la musique, like in music, like it's something that is said more easily. So All right, nope. You got it. Yeah, there we go.
Well,
what's on the other end of that spike rainbow?
They can do whatever they want because that is time.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We have seen some amazing performances. Meta Knight comes in first for sure. Ku5ogrande managed in the last couple minutes to get into second place. Looks like Jerry Eris has taken third and Dragoslav fourth.
What an adventure. Oh my gosh. A very, very wild, turnabout for second place, right at the end.
So, what do you think, especially in regards to Wiley's feat? Just kind of ask your opinion, Do you like the feat? Are you not a fan?
I'm not a fan of feet in general, but I respect anyone's feet. And if you want to listen, okay, if you want to just stretch your legs and put your feet up in your little UFO style flying machine, go for it. But not if you're Dr. Wily, because you've been trying to take over the world 41 times already. Maybe give it a rest. Maybe stop building these giant lavish castles and trying to take over the world. Maybe start with that.
Yeah, stupid.
And then we'll worry about it. Yeah, when are people gonna stop trusting this guy who just keeps taking over the world and turning machines evil? Why is he still getting funded? Why is he still making these giant structures? I have so many questions.
Because he lives in Minnesota. They'll fund anything. Stupid Minnesota. They're just pumping out the music, giving grants to left and right, Yeah, defund Dr. Wily, everybody. I think we can start a campaign. Nobody deserves money like he's got.
He did not earn these robo-billions.
The robo-billions. Oh my gosh. Oh, Minnesota. Sorry, that's what I meant. Because Minnesota funded Wolf Quest, which I don't know. Who would I take in this world? An innovator like Dr. Wily, who probably brought a lot of jobs into his state, or Wolf Quest.
What is Wolf Quest?
It's about wolves. Wow, Xandra, you totally have given out how many transformation games so you don't know Wolf Quest?
I mean, I have Werewolf, I have Wolf Child. Wolf Quest is news to me. I need to look into this. Hey!
Hello, Ku5ogrande! Hello, Lady Psycha. This was great.
Let me turn game audio down a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, if you want to.
I suppose.
What is that? It's that beautiful Missile Man music, though.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, seriously, congratulations. You did a fantastic job. Actually in the last couple minutes, that's when you moved from third into second, which is possibly keeping you alive, depending on how things go. You may be making it into a tiebreaker, so that's exciting.
Wait, really? I thought I had to get first place here. I was just out.
You might be going to a tiebreaker. It depends. It depends on how other matches go. So, fingers crossed you're not completely out, unless you really want to be. You're like, oh, I'm gone.
No. I definitely want to keep playing if I can.
Heck yeah. Yeah, so what are your thoughts about the game?
Are you sure this is a Ku5ogrande game?
Uh-oh. Xandra.
This just felt like any other Mega Man game. The only problem is that my joy to key was only registering my analog stick instead of the D-pad. So that's why I had to do that's why I had so many platforming problems.
Oh.
I had to do Mega Man on stick.
Oh, woof.
That is pretty difficult considering how far you got, though. Great
Yeah.
job. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, this is like the like this isn't Ku5ogrande because of the platforming physics, because some of the other stuff also, but mainly it's like this is someone made a fan game taking inspiration from the worst that Mega Man has to offer, and I think I felt that deserved like some sort of recognition.
I sort of agree with that. Yeah, it's definitely not the worst game out there, but still, it's got some pretty severe problems. Like the music for Sleep Man, I hate it. Okay, I hate that
not
music.
great.
But the music, but some of the
I
other
like
songs
the
were
variety of the
fantastic.
weapons. A lot of them seem useful. This was perfectly fine.
Yeah, the weapons are pretty good. There are some crimes against game design, but it's okay. I mean, it's like this is someone just got really excited to make a Mega Man game, and they did. And I'm glad we got to see so much of it.
Yeah, we luckily did get to see a lot. Yeah, I believe it was Meta Knight 3000 who made it into the Wily stages. So yeah, he had a really good push. Honestly, everybody struggled a little bit with Brain Man.
I just started really missing some jumps on the Brain Man stage that were embarrassing.
Oh, not that embarrassing. I've missed worse. Or easier. I've missed less worse.
Yeah, it's Mega Man with weird jumping physics. It's like you made it look easy. Like it's anyone who like folks at home, if you want to like go, by all means go check out Mega Man 42. Go check it out. I think it's on IndieDB. It's fun. There's like a more up-to-date version that fixes some of the stuff, but also you'll get to like understand a little bit more. Like once you're in the pilot seat, you get to understand a little bit more why like something is, when you play a game and you see like this just feels off. But
yeah,
that's something you get to know if you happen to, I don't know, just play a few hundred Mega Man games every so often.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to Nighty for winning this one.
Yeah, congrats, Nighty, and we'll let you know as soon as we know whether or not there's going to be a tiebreaker, because you could still be in this, Lady Psycha.
Yeah, as someone who made it to the brackets via tiebreakers in the past, heck yeah, best of luck.
I'll take it.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much, Xandra. Thank you as well.
Thank you.
Both of you take care, and I'm really glad we got to do this on a Thursday evening.
Yeah.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Everybody, this is Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. I want to give you a couple reminders. Big Bad Game-a-thon submissions end tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow. Get those in. Even if you don't know if we'll accept it, the only way to guarantee that we won't is to not submit. So please, please, please send them in. I want to see, like, most of the games are going to be bad, but we also often have a weird game block if we get enough weird games, so keep that in consideration. Also, don't make us bored. We do want some new submissions to that. We're starting to get to the end of the queue, almost out of games, so please submit if you want to show something off for that. We're going to go ahead and run a quick little ad in a second or two. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, who supports the channel by following or sharing with others. You're all helping keep me fed. Thank you. As well as buy prizes for Ku5ogrande. So all of the help is very much appreciated. Ad time. Be right back. Basin Masher, thank you so much. I know, like, as soon as I go to ad, that's when you do it. Now not everybody's gonna be able to hear me. Thank you. Seriously, you're cool. And yeah, you have fantastic timing, don't you? Sorry, you can't do anything about it. I tried. But that's okay, we get this sweet music that you can groove out to while we work on getting everything ready.